Well, welcome back. Good to see you. Today we are factoring and solving for the zeros. So real quick, just to let you know what that even means, like what does it mean to solve for the zeros? Well, usually, we have x squared plus, let's say 2x plus 1. The question of solving for the zeros is, hey, if this is a quadratic, which don't quote me on this quadratic, okay? I'm not saying, but if this is a quadratic, the question is, where is it crossing the x-axis? Because those are the zeros. That's when y is equal to 0. So what x values are these points? Is it x equals 1 and, well, in this case it would probably be 1 and -1 and -1. But that's a whole different story. But maybe that's -1. This is +1. This is where, and that -1 is pretty terrible. But x equals -1. Hey, that's what that's supposed to look like. Maybe that's what this is. This is where that's the x value when y is 0. That's the point of solving for the zeros, to find where it's landing on the graph. And you will get into more of that as you get higher and higher in Algebra 2 and Pre-Calc and Calculus, where things start to matter a little bit. Wow, I'm dropping that pen like a crazy man. That's okay. Here we go. Let's go ahead and erase this real quick. Okay, here we go. 2x minus 1, x minus 5 equals 0. What are we to do? Well, what we do is we take these two factors and we set them equal to 0. See, it's like saying this. It's like saying 7 times what is going to give me 0? Well, we know that if that's the case, then this must be 0, right? Well, when we have x values and stuff, there's a point when this guy or this guy can make this whole factor or this whole factor equal to 0. But it could be two different x values. And so that's what we're solving for. So we take 2x minus 1 and we set it equal to 0. Because when this factor is equal to 0, then the whole thing is going to be 0. Or we take this guy, x minus 5, and set it equal to 0. And we say or, it's like x is either this or it's that at one given point. It's not happening at the same time per se, especially when we get into physics and things like that. You don't need necessarily the or. You could probably do and, whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Here we go. Solve for x. Add 1, add 1. 2x equals 1. Let's change colors. Divide by 2, divide by 2. X equals 1/2. Boom. There's one answer. Second answer, add 5, x equals 5. We have two answers. Check it out. We had two factors. So 1/2, when x is equal to 1/2, our answer is 0. When x is equal to 5, our answer is 0. Let's do another one. Slightly more challenging, but don't panic. We have this as our factor, x, 3x minus 1, x plus 1, x minus 7 is equal to 0. Guess how many answers we're going to have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because there are 4 x values in there. Also, if this equation were like x to the 4 plus blah, 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 that's how many zeros you have. You're welcome. Okay. Here we go. Let's just set all of these factors equal to 0. So I'm going to take x and set it equal to 0. I'm going to take 3x minus 1 and set it equal to 0. I'm going to take x plus 1 and set it equal to 0. And I'm going to take x minus 7 and set it equal to 0. These all come from here. All right. That's how we get our answers. Now, let's go green. Sure. But this one's already solved. X equals, it's solved. This one, we're going to add 1, so that cancels. We get 3x equals 1. And then we're going to, let's go yellow, sure, why not? Divide by 3. I graduated from University of South Florida, so green and gold, let's go. Woo, low battery, okay. This one right here, yeah, let's go blue. We're going to subtract 1, x equals -1. There's another answer. And then last but not least, plus 7 plus 7. This cancels out. X equals 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 answers right there. Congratulations. You did it. All right, before my battery runs out, let's do one that's kind of different, okay? What if we're given x squared plus 8x plus 7 is equal to 0, and it says solve or find zeros, right? This is what we've been asked to do. Well, we got a first factor. We need our factors, right? Our final answer is going to look like x equals and x equals. This is our final answer. But first we got a factor. So what multiplies to be 7 that combines to be positive 8? Well, that's going to be x plus 1 and x plus 7. Set it equal to 0. Well, now we set each of these equal to 0. X plus 1 is equal to 0. X plus 7 is equal to 0. And we solve. Subtract 1. X equals -1. There's an answer. Subtract 7. X equals -7. There's an answer. So -1, -7. Great job. I'll catch you later.